Hi there, Vinyl community. So as you probably saw in the title, this is just a very quick discussion video talking about the forthcoming David Bowie box, A New Career in a New Town. So I've got the web page open here, so I can talk you through what we're going to get in this box. 29th of September is when it comes out. This is the one that I've been waiting for since the announcement that all the box sets were going to be done. So this is the one that covers 1977 through to 1982. And I'm really rather excited about this one. So 77 to 82. So what's just happened? So he's just finished Station to Station in 76 and a 76, which was the last box we got in the Who Can I Be Now box set. The Station to Station, we got the original, and then we got the remix version, which was it's good. I prefer the original Station to Station, but anyway, I go off kilter if I start talking about that. So we've got a whole load of stuff. So this 77 while 82, it encompasses what is known as his Berlin period, the Thin White. Was it the Thin White Duke? I suppose that's just before he went, isn't it? But it's the Berlin period and what is known as the Berlin Trilogy, plus one more album which was released originally in 1980, called Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. So the Berlin Trilogy, I've got them here, are Low. So that was early 77. Followed by Heroes, just like that. Heroes was same year, late 70, I think it's October 77. Then Lodger was in 79, that's the front cover of Lodger. I think it's one of the, if not the only one, of Bowie's albums to date that hasn't got a picture of his face on the front. It's actually on the back. It's a very famous Duffy cover. And then finally, Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, which was it 1980? I can't remember whereabouts in the year. So the first three, these three, Heroes, Low and Lodger, are known as the Berlin Trilogy. Actually, these two were recorded and whatnot in Berlin, but Lodger wasn't. It was actually recorded in Switzerland and New York. But it's kind of put in that same bracket because of the involvement of certain musicians and stylistically what was going on with it. All three of those Berlin albums, in fact all four of them, are produced by Bowie and Visconti. So he hadn't used Visconti for a little while before this. So yeah, he's got him back on board, which is great. And Brian Eno features heavily as the three progress. So he's on kind of half the tracks in Low, playing as a musician mainly, but his influence becomes apparent as we go through Heroes, and particularly into Lodger. If you listen to Lodger and then listen to some of the the early 80s Talking Heads stuff, you can certainly hear his growing influence in Bowie's thinking. Before he then reinvented himself in Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, that one was his attempt at going back to being a more popular artist and releasing hit songs, I suppose. So you've got obviously Ashes to Ashes and Fashion and on there, which are the big hit singles. Which, I mean, he did get some hit singles out of the other ones, let's be fair, but that was what Visconti said. He kind of really tried to go back to that. So let's go through. I'm going to read through the list of things we get in this box, and I'm going to just comment very briefly on them. So all of the LPs are remastered. 2017 remasters, so that's right now. They've probably been done, but they've been done this year. So we get an 84 page hardback book. That's the same as the other two boxes. I think about the same kind of page numbers, I'm not quite sure. We get Low remastered, obviously. We get Heroes remastered. We get Heroes EP 12-inch single. I'll come back to that in a minute. We get Stage remastered. Stage was the live album he did. He did that, I think that was released after Heroes and before Lodger in 77, 78. I think 78 probably, or maybe even early 79, I'm not quite sure. And they're quite nice touch. They've done that they're going to do that on yellow vinyl. There was a limited number of the original ones that were on yellow, so that's quite cool that they've recreated that. Then we get Stage 2017 remaster. That's a 3-disc. It's the same gig essentially, but 3 discs. So it's actually got about 5 or 6 extra tracks on there that weren't on the original Stage. Oh, that's pretty cool. We get Lodger remastered. We get Lodger, the Tony Visconti 2017 mix. Now I'm really eager to hear this. Of the Berlin trilogy, I just said that it's not actually a trilogy. that's currently. Well, I like all three of them. And it depends what mood you're in. But Lodger is the one that I listen to. I would say the most of those three. I adore it. It's great. So I cannot wait to hear the 2017 Visconti mix on that. That's gonna. Oh, that's the one that's really exciting me. Then we get Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, which is a 2017 remaster, and Recall 3 singles, album, non-album singles, B-sides, and all that kind of stuff. So we had Recall 1 in the 5 years box, Recall 2 in the second box, and we get Recall 3. So the Recall kind of trilogy will be intact. So yeah, and it goes up to 1982, although I don't really know what came out after Scary Monsters and Super Creeps that they've kept in there. Maybe there's some stuff on the Recall. But the next album after that is then Let's Dance. So the next box will be his 80s output, which is hit and miss for a lot of people. Well, it's certainly not the stuff that I listen to the most. So Let's Dance, and then I can't remember off the top of my head. Outside is Outside one of them? Anyway, Loving the Alien and all that kind of stuff, and possibly even up to Tin Machine. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's dig in a little bit more. So I said very briefly about the Heroes EP, collecting together both German and French long and single version of Heroes, the exclusive new compilation of single versions, NARMs and B-sides. So the Heroes EP is going to be, I'm looking at the picture of it, and it looks like the Heroes cover, but with like a grey bar across the top. So if I just get my Heroes, this one here, got a grey bar across there, so this picture is slightly smaller, it's a grey bar. It says Heroes EP, so it's got the German, because obviously it's very famously recorded in German as well. And yeah, so that's all good. I could just look at the track listing. Where's the track listing? No, I can't look at the track listing. So I was quite critical when the second box was announced, and if you watched the video that I did at the time, I was a bit disappointed actually. I thought there wasn't enough content in there, and they'd kind of reproduced too much stuff. I have to say, I have to eat my words slightly on that, because it is a superb box. The second one with Young Americans and no, is it? Is it got Young Americans in it? I can't even remember now. It's got Diamond Dogs, Young Americans, Gouster, sorry, and all that stuff. So yeah, you know, and I was critical when it was first announced. I thought there wasn't enough there. Too many live albums, but actually, the live albums on there are great. The Nassau, live at Nassau, is just mind-bendingly good. So take my hands off to the Bowie camp. You did a great job. This one is the one I'm so looking forward to. With the Berlin albums, with Brian Eno's input. The live album, I'm looking forward to hearing those extra tracks on the live album. I seem to have accrued an enormous amount of live Bowie stuff in the last few years, with the 2 live albums in each of the boxes, plus the Cracked Actor record store day that came out not so long ago. Actually, it was quite fortunate today. I picked up a few Bowie 7-inch singles, of which one of them was from Live, and it was Sound and Vision, which is track 4. What's quite nice is on the B side of that is a New Career in a New Town, which is the title of this box. So that once again they've taken a non-single album track title as the title of the box. So 5 years wasn't, I don't believe, was it an album title. Who Can I Be Now isn't an album title, and so on and so on. So yeah, this box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items in terms of vinyl packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 discs. That's going to be some serious listening. So that's going to set you back at the moment 199 quid on Amazon. It's quite pricey, although I can't honestly see how they're going to be able to charge that much for the next box in a year's time, which will have, like I say, a large amount of that 80s output. Let's Dance Tonight would be the next one, which actually I got a vinyl copy of today. That's got Loving the Alien and all that stuff. It's not a bad album. It's okay. It gets a lot of flack, but it's not bad. I do listen to it. It's not bad. And then Never Let Me Down, and then Tin Machine and all that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They might even chuck in the Labyrinth in there as well. See what comes of it. Undoubtedly, I'm gonna buy it next year as well. This one's already pre-ordered, so I'll do an unboxing video on as close to the 29th of September. In fact, I probably will do it on the 29th of September. Let's face it. But until then, please comment away underneath. Tell me what you think of what's going to be in that box. Is there anything there particular that maybe I've breezed over a little bit that you're really excited about, or maybe something that I'm really excited about that you just not, you know what, it's not that not plussed about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Twitter me up at _vinyl_junkie with an IE _. I'm on Instagram as well, so yeah, you can locate me on that if you look hard enough. And that's that. I'll upload this now, and I look forward to hearing some thoughts and some conversations on this. Bye now.